Welcome to the Smart Nonsense Podcast, where we talk about smart
Dude,
nonsense.
that's probably got to stop. That's really itsy bitsy spider. For the people who should tune in on YouTube, we just did a snapping rainbow together. It was pretty in sync, honestly.
Was it? I think there was some lag.
But it's itsy bitsy.
Well, everyone on Twitter, because we're the only two people, I think, on Twitter with, well, you don't even post anymore, but like rainbows next to our names. I think people just assume we're gay. And then,
Well,
not
that's
necessarily
good.
with each other, but just,
Oh.
well, it's funny because people are like, are they itsy bitsy spider or they?
We should
they
make
just
it
about
obvious. Yeah, we should make it obvious that it's with each other. That's what we should do.
Yeah. Remote.
Pause. You got a stool on a table, Pop. Why is there a rolly stool on the table? Is this part of your midnight madness?
No, dude. Let me. Yeah. Well, it is. It is. One sec. Let me see if I can clear something up for you.
While he's clearing that up, and maybe we'll get into this, maybe we won't, at the Smart Nonsense Podcast, new season of new beginnings. But he was up till like 5 a.m. last night, which, he put a book on the stool on the table.
Sounds like a riddle or something. Well, okay, so I'm here all day and I'm reading. I'm slumped because all I'm doing is cramming for the SAT. That's kind of my job right now. So I got through one SAT book. I'm almost done with this number 2. But I'm slumped in a chair like I'm getting a haircut for like 6 hours. And I need a standing desk.
Okay.
But I don't got a standing desk. So instead, I take a stool and put it on a desk. And now it's a standing desk.
Innovative.
Also, I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah.
Wheeling standing desk, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I saw the wheeling. That's what got us here.
You see what this puppy's on?
A laptop?
You see that?
Oh, whoa.
Look at that, dude.
So where'd you get that?
Amazon. It's got little prongs, so you can make sure your pages stay just like that.
Yeah. Also supplier of standing desks for like $90.
Yeah,
Amazon.com.
But it wouldn't wheel. It wouldn't wheel like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Super flexible.
Wow. Yeah, I got my stack of books that I need to read. So were you doing that till 5 a.m? Reading about the SAT cramming?
Well, I had an early game last night. Also got in a fight with a 60-year-old man, so that's fucking crazy. But I don't know if you can notice, but I like fucked up my lip because a little pizza pie on my mouth. God, I don't know, maybe that was a year ago when I used to get rashes from my mouth guard or mouth chin strap, whatever you call that. But early game, so I left here. I read a little bit, and then I don't know how I caught this one. I was on YouTube Shorts, and I got hit with one of those math problems. That's like, can you solve this? Basically, what admit. And man, I
saw that actually. I still need to solve it.
There are 3 of them. Start at the top.
I will. I got future admit hooks to deal with, which was making me kind of angry internally. So, but I will. Carry on. Well,
point is, dude, I got sucked into it because growing up, I would never actually do math or really any homework. It'd literally be I either copy somebody or I just like fudge the numbers before. Like I would never like get a problem set and do it myself.
What was college then? Because I know you said when you were young, but I know you had all kinds of tips and tricks for getting other people's problem sets and
I just
getting yours done in the nick of time.
Dude, just breaking into the building where you submit them and taking someone's to the bathroom and then but yeah, I basically never did a problem set. So I never like had a problem and like actively struggled through it. And I'm like my mom dies if I don't solve this problem by myself. This was me at 5 a.m.
That was your internal monologue?
That was my internal monologue.
Step on a crack, break your mommy's back?
Dude, legit. And it's just a little fucking, it's this like geometry puzzle. And I'm like, this puzzle, dude, Carol's dead if I can't solve this. And so I just didn't let myself not solve them. Except number 2 got me. There were 3. Maybe we put them up if you want to try them. You might get sucked in, dude. So watch out.
We're not gonna put him up, Pop.
But all I want to say is I like math.
Oh,
I
oh,
I just, and this kind of happened with Spanish with me. I learned like Spanish, but I kind of hacked it in high school. Like I never spoke or anything. And then got to college, got tested, and they're like, "You're actually dumb. Like you belong in like start over camp." And so I went to start over camp, and I just got the foundation super solid. And so I'm basically doing that right now with math and the SAT.
oh.
I'm like learning how to actually do the math because I used to just have a TI Inspire and I just plug everything in there and it just do it for me. But now I'm learning math. It's fun, dude. It's really fun. Granted, it's like fucking 12-year-old math, but it's really fun.
Well, and let me hit you with the preface. Preface. Here's the thing. Learning's fun, dude.
Nice, dude.
If I could tie like a thread between math and smart nonsense and how we got here, and like, honestly, I think about what's maybe different about you and I from other college friends that have gone on to finance or tech or Wall Street or whatever is like, we always stayed curious.
Yeah, we're better than everybody.
No, that's not my point. My point is like, it is beaten out of us in school to find like learning things fun or to find being curious fun. But when you come to it on your own and you've got a little my mom dies puzzle at 4 a.m, because I was just writing with our guy Sam, who's going to lead up the Clipped agency, but he's kind of in smart nonsense school with me right now. And he came to the same realization. Wait, this is kind of interesting. So he's writing this script for Future Admit, our SAT game. And it's okay. It's okay. Like he did what he was supposed to do. He had our storytelling. He like did the wrong thing first and then does the solution. It's got but so storytelling. He did that. But I was like, Sam, like I think we can dial up like the way we start these problems, to start our problem solving stories is always with like the most intrusive thoughts. It's like when I just look at a problem, like what's my first instinct for solving it? And he was like, oh, like, yeah, I guess I didn't like let myself really like into the thing and like rabbit hole, because he had this offhanded statement like, let's just try plugging in 0 to x to the x. So he's like 0 to the 0 equals 0. And I'm like, no. Sam, intrusive thought. Like, wait, isn't 0 to the 0 1? Like, which is it? Why is 0 to the 0? And so we did like a whole thing around freaking 0 to the 0. And now that's another short. We literally said in this short, like, like, fuck, that's a different video.
You can link it.
And he was like, oh, he kind of came to this realization that like curiosity and like learning is fun. Oh, fun. Long rant, but well, it's beaten out of people, man.
Yeah, I think it's weird how just coming to it on your own is just like somehow that changes everything. Same thing with
horse to
I
water.
sent this video that's cued. What?
Horse to water. It's like an adage as old as time. Like you can bring the horse to water, you can't make it drink. And I think school is like club the horse to death, drag it to the watering hole, and shoot a fire hose down its nozzle, down its throat.
Right, and that horse is you, dude. It's like no one wants to be clubbed to death and fire hose down your nose.
And then you get a grade too.
Right. So this was I sent this video to you. It was, I forget what it's called. It's like three
Yanni.
Brown, fucking blue, some colors and numbers. I don't know what it's called. It's basically like a really cool math animations channel. Like it explains a lot of math concepts. And the last video was with Terrence Tao, who's like the best mathematician currently alive. And they're talking about like he basically asked Terrence, he's like, yo, what should I do for a cool explainer? He's like, oh, you should explain how Kepler proved the orbits of all the planets. Something like that. I'm kind of paraphrasing. But basically it like broke down from first principles, like the evolution of history and how like different mathematicians like / astronomers started proving like, okay, let's start with like, what's the size of Earth? How the fuck do we figure that out? and it like gave you like, okay, you're in their mind. How do you figure it out? And it had like this crazy way with like wells and like the angle of the sun and wells to figure it out. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And like where the well is on Earth. It was like crazy. And I'm like, okay, but that makes sense. There's like some trigonometry. And he's like, okay, we got the size of Earth. Well, how do we know the size of the moon? Well, let's look at, I don't want to have too many spoilers, but like there are times when the moon, we can compare its size to like the sun and the shadow and like where it is. Basically like eclipses start coming in, and then the size of the sun and the size of the planets and how to get their orbits. So it's just like a really cool just rabbit hole that was all interconnected. I just got sucked into something that I thought would be boring as hell in the past, and like if someone forced me to learn it, I never would. But now I'm like learning history plus the actual math/physics, and I'm like, dude, this is godsend. This is amazing.
Well, that's what makes the best teachers. I had a physics professor like that, and that's why after like 12, then 16 years of school, physics was the only subject I kind of liked. It's like I had one good teacher. That's how low the bar is for horse to water, fire hose throat. Sorry, call back.
What's confusing to me, I don't get it right now, but I'm having a lot of fun with these really boring textbooks. Like I'm reading the most boring SAT textbook.
Dude, you're a living, breathing horse that trotted over to this oasis of H2O.
How is that the only difference?
A year ago, when we didn't want to do the SAT, somebody else was trying to make us do it.
I know.
And we wanted to kill ourselves.
That's what I can't figure it out. It's literally as simple as that. He made us do it, but now we're coming to drink for ourselves. I'm like, wait, this is actually tasty. We like
drink the water, dude. Drink the water.
It doesn't make sense. But now I'm just realizing every little math problem. I think it's like all these problems are like right on the cusp of like solvable, but you don't really like, you got to kind of like think. So it's just beyond grasp, and it's fucking addicting. So I'm really hooked. I like math again.
That's flow state, right? Like you might just really like flow state, and maybe you haven't had that in a while. Like flow state is something is like solvable. So you get the crack high of solving it, but just out of your reach, so that you're always chasing it. Like right. It can't be too easy, or you like shut your brain off and you don't enter flow state. You don't think. So, dude, I guess maybe giving yourself permission to just do little math puzzles that kill your mom.
Something about like you get this immediate gratification too. Well, I don't think she's gonna die because of it, but you never know. I didn't get one of them, and it pissed me off. I was right there, and
have you called her today?
No, I was supposed to. Supposed to call her. I'm not sure.
Oh,
that problem might have broke the camel's back if we're mixing camels and horses. So yeah, dude, really good for the game. Excited to be a teacher, I guess, of math.
Don't you go thinking this is a Gardeloo, because I got more.
No, it wasn't. I was thinking.
Okay, then I'm gonna take the baton. Yeah, I have a couple things. Okay, so that's why you were up till 5.
Yeah, and then I had to wake up. Well, I was up till 6, a little after 6, and then I had to wake up at 9 to make sure I got to this fucking studio to pick up wine for Krishna.
Wait, is this gonna come out?
First time ever having coffee. No, it's not gonna come out in time.
It might.
She's here tomorrow. There's no way.
Dude, we might have 1 day turnaround.
We'll figure it out.
Let me see what episode we just released. For the listeners, there are no more dates and timestamps. We are up to date. Today is Wednesday, February 12th. You might hear this in 48 hours, which is crazy. Why our video got 10 million views breakdown just came out. There's one more. There's definitely one more. You got a Valentine, or how's that gonna work?
I'm gonna go out on Friday.
Valentine's party?
No, just a bar. Here's a thread. I don't mean to steal your baton, but dude, I realized bars are pretty nice.
Oh, he's isosceles. Oh, he's isosceles. And for any new listener, which there isn't, it's just the guy who he flip-flops. You're just trying to find the truth, and that's okay. You flip-flop a lot. You learn new things. You change your opinions. Give it to us on bars.
Well, bars are just cool because it's like, hey, especially the Spaniard is like known in West Village, which is like the nice young part of New York. It's just like a singles bar, so it's just like everyone who's single goes there, and it's just assumed that you're going to talk to other people.
Wow. That's a known.
Yeah.
Wait, you show up alone, singles bar, or
no? It's just like you're there to meet other people. It's not like a bar where you come and just drink with friends. It's like a social scene.
Really?
So yeah, everyone just knows the Spaniard.
How does that happen? It's just it's gotten that reputation. So, like, okay, pause. At this bar, for instance, it is, the culture is such that like it's totally normal for maybe you and your 3 friends to go merge with another group of 4.
It's and like weird if you don't.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know how that happens in the first place. It's really confusing, but just everyone's talking like you're there to meet other people. Which is cool. I'm like, wow.
So Valentine's Day will probably be crazy. You might not get
that's what they said. Well, it's Friday because Valentine's Day, what is that? Saturday?
Friday.
Oh, it's
the Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Sure.
Yeah, so
you might want to get there.
I don't know if I can handle that. Yeah. So it's just cool, dude. It's I don't know. I didn't know that was a thing. And
bars,
you get a lot of people.
Bars rock. I'm with you on that. I really like to go to a bar and sit and have a nice little drink and just chit chat with some good friends, but in the company of other people, which is
Also didn't know that was possible. I thought you just like invite people over to your house and you just be in a room alone.
Right.
It'd be quiet.
Right.
It's awkward. And I'm like, oh, you kind of need hubbub.
Hubbub's nice. Great. Hubbub's great,
Yeah.
especially on like a Friday or a Saturday. Just a little weekend hubbub.
Right. So you probably wouldn't go to the Span. You'd go to a different bar.
It sounds like I wouldn't. It sounds like people would get mad at me if I was at the Spaniard because they may assume I'm single and I'm not. And then how's that work?
You're just going to be turning away people a lot. So if you want to do that. Yeah, you
think if I had a jumping off point. Let me think what am I doing for Valentine's Day? Oh, dude, keeping it low key. You know, there's this thing like I know you did a big Valentine's Day bash in Chicago where you can go to like the ancient salt baths for their Valentine's special for like $9 million one day only.
700.
And every restaurant has like every restaurant has their like Valentine's Day evening $500 per person 10-course thing, and it's impossible to get a reservation. And my take was just like, what's up with all of that? Last year, we didn't make a reservation anywhere. We had nowhere to go, and we just walked into a sushi place, had a nice little Valentine's Day low-key sushi. It wasn't that expensive. It wasn't that crowded. And maybe we got a smooch or two. So that's what I'm going to be doing with a couple.
We're going to rub it in.
With a couple other things. But yeah, I think I'm going to start that tradition of like Valentine's Day is not this like big thing. We just have our little sushi tradition maybe.
You going to start doing Halloween the day after when all the candy's cheaper?
Maybe. I kind of hate Halloween.
There he is. Grumpy Grouch.
Girlfriend's really good at Halloween though, which is helpful because she helps me do Halloween. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, no, I mean I'm with you, but I'm kind of becoming isosceles and I'm like
leaning into all the festivities.
Never know, dude. Maybe, dude. What's a $500? I'll lean into. I don't know, dude. It's kind of nice. It's sweet, but if you're on the same page, you're on the same page. But deep down, she might want it. Oh, Gardeloo.
Gardeloo. All right.